and welcome back to Learning to Glow. I'm your host, Jess. Thank you so much for being here. Today we are going to be talking about walking. It's funny because it used to be in my brain kind of a waste of time to go on a walk. I did not find it very exciting. I didn't like to do it for exercise. It wasn't something until about 2020, and we all know what happened then, that I kind of rediscovered walking and really started to enjoy it for the first time. I basically started walking outside because we didn't have a lot of other options, and I started doing that with my children and my family. I started to just make it a habit, something that we did on a regular basis. I just love it. As the years went on, last year especially, I just really started to hear stories online about different people's stories of walking and the incredible health benefits that they received from it. And I just kept hearing about these stories and seeing these videos, and it really made me want to get out and walk even more. And I did, because I was like, I want that too. Some of these stories and some of the things that these people were doing just sounded lovely. And even though I've always exercised, and I do still exercise and walk, obviously walking is exercise, I wanted to make sure that I prioritize my walking just because of the great benefits that you get, and it's something that you do outdoors. So I just started to make that a priority. I had a friend years ago tell me he was a personal trainer, and when I was speaking to him about weight loss and fitness, he told me to never underestimate the power of a walk, the value of walking. And I was kind of like, I'll walk here and there. But now I'm realizing what he knew and what he was talking about back then. So I want to talk about some of the benefits of walking. The one thing that I love about walking is that it is so accessible. You don't need equipment. You don't need a gym membership. You can do it anywhere. And I just love that about it. You can, it's something that if you're traveling and you don't have access to a gym, you can take a walk. I love that about it. I want to talk specifically, not just about the benefits, but the health benefits of walking, because I didn't realize a lot of these myself until recently. They're incredible. Walking can help with your hormone balance. It helps with fat loss. It helps your mood. And we know this, right? Like, we go for a walk and you're just in a better mood afterwards. And that we know is because of endorphins and just getting outside in general, which really can be uplifting. It is amazing for heart health. So there was a study that said that there was a 30% decrease in your risk of heart disease walking 2.5 hours a week. So that ends up being around 21 minutes a day. That's a huge percent. So definitely something to consider. It improves bone health and it helps with joint pain. It's low impact too, which is great. It helps with improving your digestion and it's energy boosting. It helps with sleep and it helps creativity. So it's interesting, when I started to walk and I would do this like midday, it made a big difference for just kind of giving me that little energy boost, but it also kind of helped me when I was working and I needed to clear my head a bit. I loved going for a walk for this reason. So one of my goals for 2023 is to make walking a very high on my priority list and make it a daily habit. And there are a few tips that I have because I'm doing a great job so far. I'm really enjoying it. And there are a few things that I've done to really help make sure that this is part of my new routine for 2023. One of my tips is to meet a friend. I love combining a walk with social time because I don't know about you, but I feel like I never see my friends as much as I want to. Everyone is so busy. I'm a mom. My friends are moms, and it's just hard to schedule in time. And to be able to say, you know what, I have an opportunity to meet with my friend, catch up, and also get a walk in. It's like just the best of both worlds. So, and also you're more likely to keep that commitment if you have a friend, depending on you, to be somewhere at a certain time. So that is one of my favorite tips. My second tip is walking outdoors. And obviously, most people, when they take a walk, they go outside. But there's also going to a gym and using a treadmill. You're still going to get benefits using a treadmill. But I love walking outside because you get that added benefit of vitamin D exposure. Being outside has its own host of benefits. And I'm actually going to do an episode coming up on just nature and being outside and how amazing that is for us. On top of that, getting some exercise in at the same time, it's a really nice way to get that added benefit. Basically, just being outside and combining that with walking is just even better. So my third tip is probably my favorite when I'm walking alone is I listen to something. So I love to listen to podcasts. I found this really amazing walking meditation. It's about 28 minutes long, and I listen to that for if I'm doing like a 30-minute walk. It is so incredible. I feel amazing afterwards. The woman's name is Mimi Burchard. I'll link the episode that I listened to in the show notes. I just feel amazing after I do that because it's basically combining meditating and outdoors with a walk. I'm sure you could do this on a treadmill as well, but it is a really great way to combine two things that are just so powerful for you. You can also listen to an audiobook, but those having something maybe inspirational or motivating or entertaining to listen to when you're walking just makes it even better. This one might be obvious, but walk your dog. So I had a dog for 14 years and he was 4 pounds. So he was not much of a walker. Even though I had a dog for so long, I didn't really take him on walks, especially as he got older. He would just need to be carried. So it wasn't a big motivator for me to get out and walk, but I got a puppy last year and she needs a little practice when it comes to walking. I just notice I don't have to walk her. We have a backyard and she's a small dog and we play around with her in the back and everything. But I notice such an improvement in her behavior when I just take her on a long walk. The more I do this with her consistently, the better she's getting at walking and she's barking and embarrassing me less. So I know this is not rocket science. If you have a dog, you're probably like, of course you walk your dog. But I know a lot of dog owners that actually don't walk their dogs. So if you have one, this is just such a great reason to get out there and get your walks in. Take your dog on a walk. You can make a phone call or take a meeting on a walk. I had a call the other day. The woman that I was meeting with was like, do you mind if I am outside taking a walk during our call? And I was like, that's amazing. Like, of course, why not do something that you would have to do normally on the move and taking a walk? Like, I think that's fantastic. We also love to take walks during sunrise I like to do the sunrise ones, but we like to do it during sunset as well because it's just, again, it's something, there's a payoff. You get to see something so beautiful and it just makes the experience more enjoyable. A super fun motivator is to buy a new pair of walking shoes because what isn't more fun than getting some new workout gear or something new to get you excited to do something new. If you're looking for more of a workout or more of a vigorous exercise and yet you still want to walk and kind of make that your exercise, I like finding a hilly area. Hills are a killer when you are taking a walk. You could, of course, increase your speed, wear ankle bands, those little ankle weights or wrist weights that can give you some extra resistance and I think a little bit better of a workout. or you can just take your time and stroll. There's still benefits in that. So I kind of do what I feel like depending on the day. There are some days where I'm like, I really want this walk to be a little bit more strenuous. I want to finish getting my steps in. I do have a Apple Watch that I use as motivation as well, but I want to close my rings. So maybe I'll walk farther that day. Maybe I have more energy that day. No matter how long or how far, how fast, you're still getting benefits if you just get out there and walk. So when this airs, I am going to begin a walking challenge. It's simply trying to get in 2.5 hours of walking in a week. And I'm going to do it for 1 week. I think you should do it with me. If you want to do this alongside me, you can follow me over at Instagram at Simply Jess Skincare. And I will be posting a daily walk for 7 days. You should too. It'll be fun. And if you do this, please share and share in your stories and tag me so I can see you doing it as well. I think that it is something that becomes a habit once you get in there, get it done, and really start to see the benefits of it. So that is our episode today. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's a lot of what we already know. Yes, of course, walking is great for us, but just to know that maybe if you're struggling with energy or you're having a hard time sleeping, some of these benefits are so amazing from just taking walks on a regular basis. So try it. If you're suffering from any of these things or you feel like improving your health in any way, this is an easy thing to start. A lot of fitness people in the industry will say, just start walking when you're trying to get back into shape or work on your heart health. Just take a walk and start with that. And I think it's something that I have really enjoyed doing and I want to continue doing. It's always more fun when you can share your experience and you have others to talk to about it. So go ahead and share that with me. I will link the studies that I cited and also the link to the meditation, the walking meditation. I really love that. It's a really amazing way to combine a walk with something that's positive for your brain and your mind. So that is it for today. Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you next time. Thank you for listening to this week's episode. Please subscribe and review so we can reach more people who want to learn to glow alongside us. See you next time.